At 19, I can't guarantee if he's lifted weights. He has his shirt on. He rolls up the sleeves, and I'm not gonna lie, it does suck in comparison to lifting in hands. Natural lifting sucks, and to an extent, I have to agree with this guy. It does suck in comparison to lifting in hands. When you lift in hands, you make way more gains, but lifting hands has way more side effects. Now, let's hear him out.
All right, bro. Look at this fucking shit, bro. I've been working out for 3 fucking years, bro.
And so he says, this is lame. Give me some tests. First thing you need to know is he's 19. 9 freaking teen. He's a teenager. And so when you're a teenager, you're automatically a moron. Now, you might be thinking that I'm saying something rude, I'm insulting. I was once a teenager. I was also once a moron, and I'm still a moron to this day. And so understand that when you're 19, you don't see the world the same way as when you're 49, like Coach Greg.
What the f*** is this? You can't even f***ing tell that I've picked up a f***ing weight.
Now, frankly, he's right. At 19, I can't guarantee if he's lifted weights. He has his shirt on, and I can't tell for sure that he's lifted weights. When I was 19, I'd been lifting for 9 years. 9, not 3. And I do believe that I have amazing genetics. And you're going to say, no, you don't. You're a 5'6" man. Yes, you got me. You know, it sucks being short, but hey, I had to deal with it. And so not everyone has amazing genetics for bodybuildings, and you have to deal with it. You have to deal with, you can't put on muscle quickly, and I have to deal with all the girls are looking down at me. And so, hey, we're even. He rolls up the sleeves, and I'm not going to lie, that ain't bad. You trying to say he doesn't look like he works out? Bro looks like Popeye. I don't even look like I work out. That's what he considers horrible genetics. Why even lift weights? 39 years. And so, yeah, I got him. 39 years of training, not 3, 39.
I should be just a little bit bigger. I'm 190 pounds and I'm not even lean.
And so you're going to sit there and say that natural lifting sucks, weighing 190 pounds. When I was 19, I was 150 pounds. I'd been training for 9 years. And my goal was for people to tell that I worked out with my shirt on. Now, with my shirt off, I was a champion bodybuilder. I'd already competed at nationals. I was very good. With the t-shirt on, you couldn't tell I worked out. And certainly, if I were working a sweater or jacket, you had no idea. I also competed in triathlons. I was very fit.
What is that? What the f*** is that? You should be able to see all this shit, dude.
And so, yeah, you can't see cross-striated triceps. You're not at 5% body fat. But it ain't bad.
I don't give a f*** if I'm a natural lifter. I should be bigger than what I am right now.
No, this is horse shit. You should be bigger. I should be taller. Hey, I don't care if I wasn't on growth hormone. I shouldn't be a 5'6" manlet. And other people who have white skin, well, I don't care. I shouldn't be white. I want to be born black. No, it doesn't work like that. And so you've trained for 3 years. You're 190 pounds. Deal with it.
This is bullshit. It's horse shit. It's stupid as hell. I should be just a little bit bigger.
Well, if you want to be a little bit bigger, why not take some Turk Builder Max, some Turk Platinum, perhaps some creatine? Or why don't you eat in a calorie surplus, put on a little bit more size, go from 190 to 191, a little bit bigger, 1 pound, perhaps you could gain 5. Brandon Williams, in 90 days after 5 years of training, he put on 10 pounds of muscle. Shocked Mike Isertel, and that was while being 100% natural, at least I think. I did not see the blood work, but I feel like he did it natty. 10 pounds in 90 days. And what did he do? He locked in and he trained harder than last time. He was training to failure and he was eating more calories. And for him, it worked. He never put on any fat. In fact, he actually lost a little bit. And so he main gained. And so why not main gain? Oh, by the way, for these supplements, code Greg, 15% off.
I'm 190 pounds and I'm not even lean.
What is his definition of lean? He looks to be around 15% body fat. I see no abdomen protruding. I don't see love handles. His arm looked relatively lean. Did he look fat to you? I don't see a beer belly.
I turn 20 tomorrow. I haven't even attempted a 315 bench.
He hasn't even attempted a 315 bench. Well, granted, I had by the age of 20, I was bench pressing over 315, but most 19-year-olds don't bench 315.
I attempted a 500 squat one time in a box and I failed.
He attempted a 500-pound squat, didn't get it. But the fact that he could almost squat 500 at 19, does that sound subpar, below average? I'm a champion powerlifter, world champion I made at. When I was 22 in my first powerlifting competition, I squatted 275. 275, not 475, 275. And yeah, everyone thinks I was a fake natty on steroids. I bench pressed 341, I deadlifted 355, and I squatted 275 at 22 years of age, and I weighed in at 148 pounds. Yeah, you can believe I was natural, or you can believe I was hands. Whatever, I don't care. But I'm telling you, this guy is strong. Perhaps he was stronger than Coach Greg. He clearly squats more than me, and so how is this bad? I can't even squat 500 pounds right now, and I'm not even natural. I'm on HRT. I can squat a little bit over 400 pounds. Bro thinks he's weak because he can't squat 500. And how much can I bench? About 330. I used to bench 530 with a pause. 330 right now. And bro thinks he's weak because he can't bench 315.
Yo, this is f***ing horseshit. I'm going to be the smallest 20-year-old on this app. It's bullshit. Bullshit.
The smallest 20-year-old in this app who weighs 190. Wait till he finds out that 190 is more than the average human actually weighs. 190 is above average. And that's for an adult man. For a teenager, it's way above average. You're a child, man. Be patient. You'll look better when you're 39. Take it from me. They don't listen to people who are older. You can tell them till you're blue in the face, but until they're ready for that belief, they're not going to change your mind. When you have your mind made up, I'm going to use steroids. I don't think I've made a lot of gains. You can tell them everything that you need to tell them, but they're not going to change their opinion. Skill issue, to be honest. 4 years of lifting here, 350 bench, 200 lean. Maybe it's that extra year after 3. Maybe. I mean, in 1 more year from now, I certainly believe it's possibly goes from 190 to 200 pounds. And although he can't bench press 315 right now, it is possible that he could move it up to 350. But it's still very unlikely, and it's still very impressive. Just because you don't lift as much or you don't have as much muscle as your peers doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's so quick for the people who have excellent gains to say, oh, it's a skill issue, or I train harder than you. I train smarter than you. I use said supplements and you didn't. I train to failure. I train science-based. Or it could be just genetics. Just because you don't have as much muscle and or look as good as someone else doesn't mean you did anything wrong. What's your diet over the past few years? I mean, it's possible that he doesn't eat enough protein, that he's not in a calorie surplus, all those things. But look at this guy. Does he really look like he doesn't eat enough protein, or that he's simply not eating enough calories, and that if he suddenly ate 5,000 calories a day, he would have all that extra muscle? Guys, you just have to accept that not everyone has elite level genetics. This guy's genetics are perhaps average or above average, but they're certainly not elite level. He's certainly not a 1 in a million. But it doesn't mean he's doing anything wrong. And he responds, chicken, rice, beef, rice, eggs, rice, protein shakes. Obviously, I've missed a few meals here and there, but for the past year, I've been pretty consistent with my diet. Where are the comments saying, bro, it's your genetics? You don't have 1 in a million genetics. Some people just have it, some people, they just don't. The number one comment, which finally people know what they're saying, bro, just step under some downlighting. You don't think if he had the proper downlighting, got a proper tan and posed and filtered the photo a little bit, added some sharpness, some contrast, that he would have an amazing physique? If you don't flex under proper lighting without a pump, you're gonna look significantly smaller than those who do. Bro, you're 3 times bigger than me. And so imagine the true hard gainers, you know who you are. You're perhaps 6 feet tall and you weigh 130 pounds. You've been training for 4 years. And you're thinking, I can't put on any muscle. Here's the thing. Some people are born predominantly slow twitch muscle fibers, which are good for cardio. Other people are born with predominantly fast twitch muscle fibers. Very easy to put on muscle. And so if you're a hard gainer full of slow twitch muscle fibers, perhaps you start running for 2 or 3 years and you're winning marathons. But in comparison, you lift weights every single day and it's very hard to put on muscle. It depends what your genetics are. And so if you're not good at bodybuilding, you don't seem to put on muscle very quickly, listen, it might just be your genetics. You might have untapped potential in a sport you haven't even tried. Perhaps you've been lifting weights for 3, 5, maybe even 10 years and you're not very good at it. Then you hop on a bike or you start running and a year later, you're beating Coach Greg in a sprint. You never know. And so why not just try various sports and find what you're good at? Bro, sad story. I've been at it for over 10 years and still I weigh 220. I look good, but not like someone who hits the gym 5 days a week. Comparison is the thief. You all know that by now, I hope, because if you compare yourself to other people, you're going to think, hey, you don't have all that muscle. I was watching a video the other day. A guy said, I just discovered I have body dysmorphia. That's when you think that you have less muscle than you have or that you're fatter than you think you are. You're just not happy with your body. He posted a photo and was thinking, I don't look very good. I don't have hardly any muscle. And he looked in the back of the picture in the back and there was a guy standing there and he was like, man, I wish I had as much as that guy. He looks amazing. It was his reflection in the mirror. He was the one in the mirror that he thought had an amazing and very impressive physique. It was him. He had body dysmorphia. He called it. He said, wow, he's looking at himself and he's judging it critically. But when he sees somebody else looking exactly like him, because it was in fact him, he thinks, wow, bro has an amazing and jacked physique. And so comparison is the thief. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Guys, have you seen the new protein bars? Milky Crisp. Essentially, it tastes like a Quicks bar, a caramel chocolate yummy gooey bar. And look, watch this. You see that bend? You see how it bent just like that? You see how soft that is? I mean, I should open it. It's very, very soft. Some people complaining bars are hard. We made the bars softer than ever before. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so you can see I'm not making this up. And so here's the finger test. You can see I'm bending it like this with my fingers. Now, you might think I'm the strongest man in the world, but listen, they're still very soft. And so if you bite into it, you see how soft that is? It's so freaking good. I had 4 bars yesterday. Really, it doesn't make any sense. It's 70 grams and it's got only 230 calories. And so it's a very big bar for the amount of calories. And it's got 21 grams of protein. If you use code CICO, capital CICO, and you have anything else in your cart, it's going to be 50% off. That's half price. It's very, very cheap. And so you might think, oh, the Anabar is better. The only way you're saying that is because you haven't actually tried it. And so we do have a money back guarantee and a $20 gift card. And so if you try this bar and the Anabar you think is better, despite the fact that the Anabar is 290 calories and it says 230 calories, and this gram is 5 grams bigger, it's your money back and a $20 gift card. You might be thinking, yeah, but the David bar is better. Is it really? It doesn't taste better. Yeah, it has less calories, 154, I do believe. It's got EPG, but it doesn't taste better than this. And so if taste matters at all, and you want the best tasting bar, I do believe, in the world, this is it. And so for only 20 bucks, you can buy an entire box and or more than one box, but you do need to have another item in your cart. And so here's the thing. We sold out so quickly that we can't keep enough in store. And so unless we have this, we're going to run out again. We can't make them fast enough. Perhaps in the future, we'll be able to make bars faster than last time. But as of right now, we're selling so many that we had to limit it so that you have to have something in your cart. I'm not sure if the limit is 3 boxes or whatever, but some people buying, for example, 10 boxes at half price and then selling them in stores for double the money. And so we simply couldn't do it. We were selling out too fast. And so if you're interested in the Seco bars for half price, of course, enter code Seco. Just buy anything else. For example, add in the creatine or Turk Builder Max into your cart. Enter code Seco for 50% off, or get several of these boxes. I think the limit is 3. And so if you're interested, head to the website, code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you like it. Don't forget, if you need your blood work done, or if you need enclomiphene or tadalafil or telmisartan or various medications, click on Algo RX and doctors will prescribe it to you. It's very, very cheap. That's the key. I'm a part owner. Cheaper than last time. Very good deals. And so please consider Algo RX. And of course, you can get momentous clothing by clicking the link in the description. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like one of those 2 videos. If you're interested, get the cookbooks, the Circle Diet book, the training books, all this on the website. And until next time, I am out.